Hey, good morning everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. Alright, Mr. Beltran here. Today we're going to work on a little bit of basketball passing. Alright? Now what we're going to need here is a paper ball. We're going to want to do about 5 or 6 sheets of paper though, okay? So, crumple up a piece of paper, wrap it around with another one, crumple it up, wrap it around, until you get about 5 or 6 sheets. It's a little bit bigger than a normal paper ball, okay? I'm going to be passing into a wall. If you can, if it's safe and you're allowed to, you can do the same. Okay. If not, okay, just pass it into open space. That way it doesn't bump into or knock anything over. All right. The first pass we're going to do is an overhead pass. Okay. Overhead tells you exactly what to do. You're going to put the ball over your head. Okay. So you want to have 2 hands on the ball. You're going to hold the ball over your head. Okay. You're going to bend your elbows back a little bit so that the ball kind of comes right above or just a little bit behind your head. And then you're going to step forward with whichever foot you want to use. It doesn't matter. You can use right or left. Okay? And then as you step, you're going to straighten those elbows and pass the ball. Okay? So I'm going to turn sideways here, facing my wall, and I'm going to do this with you here. Come on and do it with me, like I said, into a wall or into some open space here. 2 hands over your head, bend those elbows, step, and pass. Okay? And then grab the ball and let's do it again, okay? We'll do it a few times here. Okay, over your head, bend those elbows, step, and pass. Now each time I'm passing it, my ball's kind of coming apart. That's all right, I just put it back together and start again, all right? Here we go, we're gonna do it several times so that we get good practice, okay? All right. And maybe let's go for one more time here. All right, so that's the overhead pass. Now another pass that they use in basketball is a chest pass. Instead of holding the ball over your head, you're going to hold it in front of your chest. Okay, so it's going to be about right here for me. Okay, still want 2 hands on the ball. I'm still going to step forward with the foot, doesn't matter which one. And then as I do that, I'm going to push the ball, straighten my arms. Now, if you were using a real basketball, okay, you kind of want to twist your hands a little bit so that your thumbs end up pointing down as you're doing it. Okay, so I got my 2 hands right here, step and twist. It's going to be a little more challenging with a paper ball. It's not going to quite get that twist with your hands, but it's the same idea, all right? Again, facing that wall or into open space. Got my 2 hands on the ball. Okay, elbows out here, and I'm going to step and push. Okay, and I'm just trying to pass it straight at about chest level. This is called a chest pass. Okay. Again, if your ball falls apart like mine does, just put it back together. Okay, here we go. You can practice stepping with the left foot on one turn and practice stepping with the right foot on the next turn. See which one you like better. During a basketball game, kind of depends on the situation and where the defender, where the other team is, to which foot you would use. Okay? All right, let's try one more time here. Yeah, right there at that chest level, step and pass. All right. So now you've worked on the overhead pass and the chest pass. Now, we're going to practice as if you were the one receiving the pass or catching the pass. Okay? The key when you're catching the pass is you want to catch it with your hands first. What I mean by that is sometimes I see some kids, they let a ball come all the way up and hit their body, and then they try to wrap their arms around it, grab it with their arms afterwards. What I want you to practice is catching it with your hands away from your body and then bring it closer afterwards. Okay, so once you caught it with your hands, bring it in closer. Now how are we going to do that if you're by yourself at home? Now if you had a brother, sister, your mom, your dad, someone who can do it with you, you guys can just practice passing it back and forth like we were just doing. Okay? But if you're by yourself, I'm going to show you a way that you can practice the catching part of it or receiving it. Okay, so first we're going to lie down on the ground. Okay, and then you can just have your knees bent, feet on the ground while you do it. Okay. Oh, I kind of disappeared here.
I'm going to pretend like I'm doing that overhead pass. I'm going to have two hands on my ball, hold it over my head, and I'm just going to try to throw the ball up into the air. I'm going to keep my back on the ground as I do it, throw the ball up in the air, catch it with my hands, and then do it again. All right? Throw the ball up in the air, catch it. You don't have to throw the ball up too high, but you want to try to practice catching the ball away from your body with your hands and then bringing it closer to you and try it again, okay? Oh. Now that one, I kind of make the ball go a little bit forward. I want to just try to make the ball go straight up and down. Okay, so that was not really a good throw for me or a good pass for me. All right, and now let's try that chest pass. Same idea, but now instead of the ball being over our head, we're going to do it in front of our chest. We're going to try to throw the ball straight up. So right here is my chest. I'm going to try to throw the ball straight up right here, and then catch it away from my body, then bring it back down and start again. All right, so here we go. Ball in front of my chest, just like I was doing standing up, except I'm not doing the step part of it. Okay, I'm going to push those arms away, catch it, bring it back. Push those arms away, catch it, bring it back. Okay, again, trying to get it nice and straight up. That one went a little bit diagonal. I want to try to make it go nice and straight up and down. All right, let's do a couple more. All right, so those are two passes that you'll be using in basketball, the overhead pass and the chest pass. What I want you to try doing is start the video over and practice it again another time. So go through all of them again, standing up, doing it against the wall or into space, the overhead pass, the chest pass, and then practice lying down so you can practice the receiving part, the catching part, okay? Overhead pass, and then the chest pass, okay? And then now, when you're done doing it a second time, okay, if you can set up a little challenge in your house. Again, make sure it's safe. Make sure it's okay with the adult in your house. You're going to need either a paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll, or you can use an object of some kind, as long, like I said, as long as it's safe, as long as it's okay with the adult in your house. I'm going to take a paper towel roll. Okay? And you're going to want to set this up, standing up like this, somewhere off the ground. Probably on a chair, maybe on a table, on a shelf. But again, make sure you find a safe place to do this. Behind the camera and up a little bit, I have a shelf. So I'm going to place this upright on the shelf behind the camera here. Okay. And all you're going to do now is you're going to practice the overhead pass and the chest pass. Okay? Trying to knock down that paper towel roll. Okay? So I'm going to start with that overhead pass, then those elbows. I'm going to step and pass. Oh, miss. So I'm going to try it again. Now I'm probably I would say about 3 or 4 steps away. Okay, you decide kind of how far away you want to be from the target. Okay, the closer you are, the easier it is. The farther away, the harder it's going to be. All right, here we go. Try that overhead pass again. Oh, missed again. All right, well, keep practicing the overhead pass until you knock down your target. Okay, and then start again, but this time do it with the chest pass and try to see if you can knock down the target with your chest pass. All right, practice that for about 5 minutes, and then fill out that, do those stretches, fill out that Google form, and I'll see all of you the next time.